Hello everybody, in this screencast we're going to talk more about ViewControllers. So I will still also use the same application that we used. Very simple, you have an initial ViewController, which is the red one, and then we click on the button, goes to the next ViewController, and we have the close button to close it. Okay, so and to remind you, we created also a yellow ViewController class. So the class is the ViewController yellow, and you could see here that something to pay attention to is that it extends. So this colon indicates that it extends the class called UIViewController. Okay, and you have seen this method called UIViewDidLoad, right, or ViewDidLoad method. So basically this method is called when actually the view is loaded into the okay. So the ViewController has something that we could refer to as a life cycle. So if we look at the Apple documentation, which is here, I'll post a link to it in this video, you will see that there is a life cycle. For example, it is appearing. When it's done appearing, is view did appear, and then this means it appeared. And then when it's about to disappear, it will say view will disappear, and then this is in disappear state. So there is did appear and will disappear and will appear and so on. So basically you will see will appear will happen when you are in the disappearing stage and you're going back to appearing. Okay, so you'll get view will appear. Okay, so let's have a look and see when do these methods get called, and let's have an example of how to implement these methods. So basically it's very straightforward. Let's say I would like to get view will appear. So basically, to remind you, I'm in the yellow ViewController, which is the controller that should appear when you click the go to the next. So basically on the red one and go to next, it will display the yellow ViewController. So the code that we are writing right now is in the yellow ViewController. Okay, so there is view will appear. Let's view will appear. Let's print it. Print saying that we are in the view will appear method, right? Then similarly also let's print and include the view did load, for example. Okay, let's have a look also when the view did appear. See, there is another one called view did appear. Okay, let's do that, and let's say we will do view did disappear. See, view did disappear. Print the method. Print the name of the method. Okay, so basically we have view did appear, view did disappear. We could also have view will disappear. So view will disappear. Basically these functions, you have to decide what to do at different stages. For example, when it's about to disappear, maybe you disable any specific listeners or active code that is listening maybe to some notifications from other components in the app. You disable these the listening or the registration to these notifications when you're about to disappear, and so on. So if we run this app, okay, if we run the app, you'll see that we didn't get any log messages yet, but when you go to next ViewController and let's open up the log, you can see that view did load. So the first thing is that it's loaded, and then after the loading happens, or during the loading process, the actual view itself is inflated from the storyboard, and then it is loaded onto the screen, and then it will have will appear and then did appear. Now if you click the close button, you will see that will disappear and then did disappear get printed. Okay, so this shows you a flow of how the life cycle of a ViewController happens. So if you need more information about the life cycle, I'll post a link that describes the Apple documentation with regard to the ViewController life cycle. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.